Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Well, I haven't made a video for a while and I haven't flown for a long time, and I'm starting to miss the 737. So here I am back in the cockpit, literally virtually back in the cockpit of the PMDG 737-900, and it is looking good. I see we got the electronic flight bag here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do anything with it. But anyway, let's get back and fly again. I'm just going to familiarize myself again a little bit with the cockpit, and we'll get things going. And we're just going to do a simple flight up the coast to Los Angeles just to get my hand in again and get used to flying again, because I've been away from the 737 for quite a long time. So welcome to the cockpit. You are sitting in the co-pilot seat. Hope you enjoy that. And you've just got to look at my ugly dial all the way up the coast to Los Angeles. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, let's get this girl fired up and take her for a little spin, shall we? Hi everyone, and welcome to Jet In Airways, where a smile goes a long way. Now, if you enjoyed the video today, feel free to give us a thumbs up, a like, or hit subscribe, or make a comment. And of course, you're welcome to join our Discord, where we have regular meetups and group flights. Right, so we're going to go ahead here and start running on our APU. I've turned on my APU. We've got the APU running here. I'm going to put the APU onto the bus, the power bus. There we go. So we can have a look outside, and here is the beautiful 737-900 painted in Jet In Airway liveries. There's been a few updates lately with Flight Simulator. And now you can see the APU running very hot, very strongly out here. Before, by memory, it was only very faint. But now you can see the heat and the fumes coming off that APU engine really quite heavily there, quite strong. So that is quite nice now, very nice. So we can go ahead. Can go ahead and get the ground power disconnected. Ground services, release the ground power. Now let's have a look at our flight plan today. Let's have a look. So we are flying out of KSAN, runway 27, and we're heading over to WNFLD. Our departure today is through Padres. Okay, Padres, there we go, that's our departure. And so we're going through Colonel, Gwyn, Padres, next page up to HFMNN, TRNDO, Honda, and then into Gigi, and then straight into runway 25 left. So you're welcome to write these waypoints down and try this flight. It is an old flight for Jet In Airways. We've been doing this for donkey's years. It's our old stable diet, really, this flight from KSAN to KLAX. It's where we first got started. So as I come back into the job again and get things going again, I thought it would be a good place to start again. So that's why I'm doing the old flight again. Plus, I'm very familiar with it, and since I'm a little bit rusty, it's good to be able to do something that is a little bit familiar for me and easy. So there's our waypoints right down there, out through Padres, next page, over here, down through Gigi and into runway 25 left, and we'll be doing an ILS approach today. Okay, so we can go over here and get things sorted out. Our cruise out speed, let's set that to 250 knots. Get that set up. And we must get into some group flights again. Well, if anyone's still left here flying for Jet In Airways, I don't know if there's anyone still here or not. They probably thought Jet In Airways had gone bankrupt and they'd all buggered off to find other jobs with other airlines or other virtual airlines. I don't know. Maybe some of them have been flying for Jet In, doing some of our routes. That'd be great. Hi to you guys. Sorry, I have been away for a long time due to work. No, Jet In Airways has not gone bankrupt, by the way. If it was a real airline, well, that would probably be very much truth. But we're not. I've just been on sabbatical, okay? So we're picking it right up back where we left off. No problems at all there. So we're going to get permission for pushback. I think we can go ahead and do that, and we'll get some clearance here.
Good morning. Welcome aboard Jedin's 737 service to Los Angeles. Jedin wishes to welcome all our frequent flyers today. And if this is your first time with Jedin,
we do hope you have a very pleasant flight. We are going to be underway very soon,
so please be seated with your safety belts firmly fastened, and your carry-on luggage safely in the overhead locker, or under the seat in front of you. Please observe the overhead screen for our Jedin Airways safety message.
And I think that will do us for our pushback.
Requesting the end of pushback.
Let's get our brake on there. I think we can go ahead and just get our engines started. So we'll get our camera in a nice position where we can see these beautiful engines bursting up and firing into life. There we go. That will look lovely. Right, we've done our checks. I'm a little bit slow today, guys. Forgive me, because like I said, I am rather rusty. Call me Rusty. That's my new name, Rusty. Right, let's get the right engine fired up and started. There she goes. There she goes. Right, so we have both engines started here. 2 good engine starts. That is a good way to start. Right, so we'll just head over to our yellow line so we can get in the right position for our taxi. Not a very busy day here today at KSAN. Looks a little bit quiet, but that's fine. My first day back, I don't want it to be too hectic, really. I don't want any dramas today. No dramas, please. How have you all been keeping? I hope you've all been well, and I know with a few of us pilots, we've got pilots all around the world for Jedin, and we have had, some of us have had dramas and things to deal with, which has kept us away from flying. My particular drama has been work. Just been absolutely snowed under with work and business, so that sort of kept me away. When I have had time, I've been that tired, I just haven't felt like concentrating and working on things that takes a bit of focus. I've just been too tired. Time I've had a glass of wine and a sit down, I just want to nod off and go to sleep. But here we are, we're back in it today, and I've got to say I have been missing this 737. I have been missing Flight Simulator. So it feels good to be back flying again. I'm going to catch up with some of you, and we're going to do some group flights. We're going to do Some group flights coming up. We'll set some times and days for that over the holidays. Really looking forward to catching up with some of you and having a good old chat and doing some serious flying, or some unserious flying, some casual flying for Jet and Airways. Thanks for keeping me company in the co-pilot seat, guys. Nice to have you there. Nice to have some company. Nice to have someone in the co-pilot seat to talk to. You can enjoy the views from the other side of the plane. I don't think you're able to touch anything at the moment, but that's good. Hopefully I'll touch all the right stuff. Right, just coming up to the hold short here. We'll get some clearance. Get some clearance and we'll be all good to head up the coast. Get a little bit closer to that hold short mark. About there should do us. We'll put our parking brake on and we'll contact tower. And we'll go through our flow and our checks.
Lindbergh Tower Jet and Juliet India 1039er at runway 27 ready for departure, departing straight out.
Flaps down 5. Rejected takeoff for our brake settings there. Cruise out 10,000 feet. Cruise out speed 250 knots. Flight director's on. And we have clearance for departure. So let's remove our brake. And we'll taxi out here. Flight attendants, prepare for departure, please. Right, got our camera in the right position. You can see our flaps are down there. We're looking rather good. I shall bring the throttle up nice and slow like. Rotate, nice and gentle. Positive rate, gear up. Okay, we'll put the gear into the off position. We'll come over here, we'll turn on our speed, turn on our LNAV and our autopilot. We'll set our vertical speed at 19 vertical speed. And we are turning all ready to intercept our flight plan.
Lindbergh Tower Jet and Juliet India 1039er frequency change.
And goodbye to San Diego on a beautiful, lovely day here. Beautiful. Okay, flaps up. Right, so how are we going? We're climbing out through 4,000 feet, around about a 10 degrees climb out, coming up towards our departure speed now. And how are you guys going in the pilot, in the co-pilot seat? What are the views like over there? Should be able to see the coastline over there in your seat. There we are. There's the coastline as we head up the coast. Beautiful. Right, let's turn off our landing lights. We don't need those. Position, strobe lights, anti-collision we can leave on. Strobe lights we probably don't need on. Taxi lights we can turn off. Okay, so we're coming up to 10,000 feet. We're now basically at our climb out speed, 250 knots. Heading towards our next waypoint. We haven't got far to go, so we're going to sort of pretty much stay at 250 knots at 10,000 feet. We haven't got that long to go and we will be descending, so not much point in going too fast, too high, really. Now, the electronic flight bag, the elephant in the room. I haven't even used it. Had a quick look over it, but I don't have Navigraph or Navimap or any of those extra add-ons installed. So there's not much else in there that I really find useful. I mean, I've got used to flying this plane so well without it. It's been so long without it that I'm sort of wondering now whether I really need it. I'm quite happy just to fly without it. To be honest, the electronic flight bag in X-Plane is a lot more useful to me. You can use it to set up your plane, you can use it to control all the announcements and the flight attendants, you can do all those practical sort of things with it. So I actually find the one in the Zibo 737 a lot more useful than this. Since I don't have all the add-on extras and mods to sort of make it work, really. It's really for the people that have all the mods installed. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of add-ons and mods. Here we are, coming a little low over the city now. So let's just check our speed. 4,000 feet. I think we can probably start coming down to maybe start coming down 2,500 or 3,000 for now. Don't want to be too low over the city. We'll scare mud out of everybody. Okay, I think we can start bringing our speed down a little bit, start dropping some flaps, get ready for our finals now. I'm going to bring this baby in around about 150 knots. Got to remember it's the 900, it's not the 700. It's not the 700, it's not the 600, it's not the 800. It's the 900. Right, we'll come down to 2,500.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we request that you start your electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. We also ask that you extinguish all smoking materials. In final preparation for landing, please make sure your seat backs are straight out, your tray tables are stowed, and any carry-on luggage you may have brought on board with you is underneath the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. The flight attendants will be passing through the cabin one last time to do their final compliance check and pick up any remaining cups and glasses.
So we are on finals. We're heading straight towards the runway. We have got some diamonds here. They are solid. So we should be hitting approach hold mode. There we go. Approach hold mode is on. We are locked onto the ILS. Let's start bringing our speed down and start dropping some flaps. Our speed down to 150 initially there. Get some flaps down. A little bit hazy here. There's the runway there. Let's bring down the gear. Gear is down and locked. That is sweet. So we got our diamonds. We're locked on for a absolutely beautiful, gorgeous ILS approach. Our speed is coming down. Lovely views of the city as we come in here. What's your view like over on that side, guys? You can see the city there. Lovely. Should be able to see the CBD somewhere, but here we go. Right, need to get ready to turn off the autopilot. And we're going to taxi out off to the right. So we need to start thinking, getting prepared for that. 149 knots. Okay, flight directors off. I have the plane. Oh, a bit too much flare there. Wasn't good. A little bit out of practice, eh? A little bit out of practice. Put on some brakes, but not too much. Right, that wasn't too good a landing, guys. I am a little bit rusty. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. I don't want to lie. Don't want to lie. I am a little bit rusty. Right, well, that's it, guys. I really enjoyed that flight. It was lovely to be back in the seat of the 737 again, the 737-900. And it was great having you on board in the first officer seat there, keeping me company. Thank you for that. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Feels good to be back with Jet and Airways again. I'm certainly going to have to get stuck in and do a few more flights. Maybe a few out of Miami, a few out of Chicago or Midway there, our hub, and a few out of Ksan. Catch up with a few of these old services that we've done, and then maybe work on some new ones, and maybe connect up with some of you for some group flights. That would be fantastic if there's anyone still out there wanting to fly with Jet and Airways. Make a comment and let me know. Give me a like. Hit the bell icon so you'll catch the next video, and it would be great. It was great having you on board with me today. So all the best, guys. Stay safe and happy flying, eh? I'll see you again soon. Cheers.